Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare,
Krishna 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 Hare Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Hare
Ram,
Hare Krishna Hare
Ram,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare,
Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram
वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च
Ram Ram
कृपा
Ram
सिन्धुभ्य एव च
Hare
पतितानां
Hare Ram
पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. Hare Krishna, everyone. Dandavat Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. This is Premanandini Devidasi from Ashburn, Virginia. Thank you so much for joining the morning japa session and for chanting so beautifully for everyone, those who joined. And I would request whoever was not there to please join us tomorrow. We need to move forward now as our speaker has already joined. I see Amrit Madhvi Mataji on the call. Before we do that, I would like to share a quote by His Grace Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj. Our differences should not divide us, they should complement one another in service to the Lord. Disunity is Maya's weapon, cooperation is Krishna's shelter. And this applies to everything that we do together, like we do the japa in the morning. So, for everything. May I know who all have joined the call today?
Hare Krishna Mataji and Hare Krishna to all the devotees. This is Surinder Bandari from Maryland. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Surinder Prabhuji. Thank you so much for joining and chanting with us. Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj.
Hare Krishna Mataji and Hare Krishna to all devotees. This is Malini from Ashburn, Virginia. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Malini Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much for joining the japa session and chanting so ecstatically, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Mandalat Pranam to you and all the devotees on the call. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. This is Rupini Padma Devi Dasi from Orlando, Florida, and the recording has started.
Hare Krishna, Rupini Padma Mataji. Thank you so much. Dandavat Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you, Mataji, for joining and for all
Also,
your...
Mataji, I think I heard Geeta Mataji, she joined back today. I
Oh,
heard.
yeah. Okay, let me check. Is Geeta Mataji there?
I heard her voice after a break. She came. She had gone to India, I think.
I don't see
Maybe she's
Mataji.
busy. Okay.
Okay, I don't see her online.
Yeah, I thought we'll just welcome her. Okay.
Anyone else would like to announce their name or we can start the class?
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam to you and the devotees. This is Chitra.
Oh, Hare Krishna, Chitra Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much for your association with the Japa session today and for chanting so wonderfully. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, this is Ankush Mundari from New Jersey.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you so much for joining the call. Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj.
Dandavat Pranam.
All right. Anyone else would like to announce their name?
Yeah, Hare Krishna Mataji and Hare Krishna to all the devotees on this call. This is Geeta from Maryland.
Hare Krishna Gita Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Guru Maharaj and all glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much for joining us and welcome back. Let's chant Hari Bol to welcome Mataji.
Oh, thank
Hari
you.
Bol.
Hari
Bol.
Bol.
Hari
Hari
Bol.
Bol.
Hari Bol.
Hari
Geeta
Bol.
Mataji.
Your association, Mataji.
Yeah, we were missing her voice, her presence. So I'm so happy she's back,
Yeah.
Geeta Mataji also.
Welcome back, Geeta Mataji. Hare
Thank you
Krishna.
so much. Thank you to everyone. And I'm so happy to be back. I'm
Welcome.
back into my routine. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah, since Amrit Madhvi Mataji has already joined, let's start the session. Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Thank you. Welcome to Everyday Harinam Japak Bhagavatam class. Today we are very fortunate to have Her Grace Amrit Madhvi Mataji joining us from Bangalore. Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Mataji is going to enlighten us on Canto 8, Chapter 9, Verse 20. Hare Krishna Mataji, whenever you are ready, you may take over the call.
Hare Krishna, my dear devotees, please accept my humble obeisances to all of you. And also to Agita Mataji, a hearty welcome and my humble obeisances.
Thank you,
So now,
Mataji.
so now we will start our Bhagavatam, Canto 8, Chapter 9, verse 20 onwards. Let's start with the prayer. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिधि नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वतीदेवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे मुखं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्कायते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्य ईश्वरं हरि ओम तत्सत् Yes, so now let's go through this. Canto 8, Chapter 9, text 20 onwards. This is the Lord incarnates as Mohini Murti. Let's see. Canto 8, Chapter 9, Chapter 9. Let's see the highlights. So, first verse to 13th verse, the demons give nectar to Mohini Murti. And 14th verse to 23rd verse, Mohini Murti distributes the nectar to Devatas. 24th verse to 27th verse, cunning Rahu beheaded. 28th verse, 29th verse, the glory of taking Lord shelter. So I am really feeling very fortunate and grateful today because I have told you that I am also learning Bhagavatam with Gauranga Darshan Prabhu, and I was in third canto and you all were in seventh canto, and I came to fourth canto, fifth canto, you all were in seventh canto. Now I have also come to eighth canto, you are in eighth canto. Now I have also come to chapter 9 and you're also in chapter 9. So so today we are having Gauranga Darshan Prabhu in our heart, and we have Guru Parampara and Bhagavatam helping us, guiding us. So may we get the best out of this class. Let us see. Let us see from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 8, Chapter 9, text number 20. कल्पयित्वा पृथक् पङ्क्तेर् उभयेषां जगत्पतिः तां चोपवेशयाम् आशा स्वेषु स्वेषु च पङ्क्तिषु. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 8, Chapter 9, Text 20. The Supreme Personality of Godhead as Mohini Murti, the Master of the Universe, arranged separate lines of sitting places and seated the demigods and demons according to their positions. So no purport here. So you can see. So that what happened was Samudra Manthan. To give a little background, Samudra Manthan had to happen, for which the enemies and enemies, Devatas and Asuras are enemies. They had to also team up. So here we learn the topic of teamship. How, if we have to achieve a goal, even if someone is an enemy, we have to make cordial relationship and work together. And we will also see that when we work together, we don't take advantage of the enemy. If the enemy gets into trouble, we help the enemies and we again work together. That kind of moral code we see here. So here now we are seeing that the activity ended and the final nectar has come, and now When the nectar came, the Asura started, the most strongest Asura took the nectar pot in his hand. And when he took the another strong Asura got anemic and he said, why you? I should drink. Why did he say like that? If one Asura is going to drink first and then give to the other, then he can drink, then another one can drink, then everybody can drink. No. But no, the Asuras are thinking this fellow God, when he starts drinking, he will drink the entire thing and there will be no drop left for me. That is why they're saying, not you first, first me. And each one is thinking, if I get the pot, I am going to drink and empty the whole thing and I will be the most powerful Asura. This is how they are thinking, the Asuras. So there was fight. And at that time, the Devatas would anyway not get it because if these people take in anybody one drinks, then finished. So now Vishnu is always worried about the protection of his devotees. Worried means he's always concerned. He's always, it's his love to think of protecting his devotees. So he comes as Mohini Murti. And when he came as Mohini Murti, what happened? The Asuras, they, due to lust, they got so attracted to this beautiful Mohini that they, even Mohini Murti didn't have to tell them that don't fight, please. Hello, don't fight. Please give it in my hand. She didn't have to talk like that. Just by her sight, the lust is so high that just by the sight of this beautiful lady, these asuras gave the nectar pot into her hand. They were fighting to not give to anybody. They voluntarily gave it to her hand. And then what happened is then they told her, now you do justice. We are all fighting. Now you tell whom you should serve. And Mohini Murthy said, and then they asked whose daughter you are, huh? Because each one wanted to marry her. Then she says, I am a prostitute. So that means she's giving hope to every asura that maybe she will accept me then. She'll come to me, she'll come to me. And what Mohini Murthy did, I think Acharyas have told, our teacher told this in the class, that what Mohini Murthy did is she made eye to eye contact with each and every asura there. And she made eye to eye contact in such a way that each asura thought she's secretly communicating with me. And she is in attraction, in infatuation with me only, more than anybody else. So she says, how can you put trust when they say that you make justice, you divide this now to everybody or something? Then she says, how can you put trust in a woman, a prostitute? Means this kind of women, not that all women are not trustworthy. That's not the meaning. Means the women who are very materialistic, who don't have a good character. How can you trust them when they don't have character? When they change men, then how can you trust them? That's the meaning actually. Same way, a man who is changing women, we cannot trust such a man. Uh, you can trust a man like Lord Sri Ramachandra, Ekapatni Vratasta, you can trust him. But you cannot trust a man who is going after many women. But it's not the case with Krishna. Krishna says, oh Arjuna, you make a promise. People may feel that I left the gopis and came. They may feel, they may not believe in me. So you make the promise that my devotee will never perish. And if Arjuna said it, that means that Krishna's devotees do not perish. It's clear. So Krishna says, Krishna's devotees say, and Krishna's devotees, I say that Krishna's devotees are always protected and they're made to feel protected. That's why they stay very peaceful. They don't get disturbed too much in ups and downs. So that Krishna, when he came in the form of beautiful Mohini, he was looking eye to eye with every single person, every single asura, and they all fell in trap. They got attracted. And they said that, my dear, you share. So she said, how can you trust a woman? What if I cheat you? I can cheat you. They said, no, you're joking. See, even if she told, I'll cheat you. They said, no, you are joking. And said, no, you share. He said, okay. And her plan was that what they thought was that, when she said, I can cheat you, I may cheat you, they thought she is in love with me. She's going to cheat everyone else and she's going to bring the nectar pot to me, and she'll be my wife, and she'll give me the nectar. And to others will get cheated. Everyone thought others will get cheated. They won't get cheated. So this is how Mohini was. Because this is Krishna. And what Krishna did with every single gopi was he made every single gopi feel that Krishna loves to be with that particular gopi. Every gopi felt. And what Krishna did to the cows, Krishna made every cow feel that he loves the cow like anything. Especially when Brahma Vimohan Leela happened also. Every cow lost its calf, but Krishna became its calf. So then it was really feeling very happy because Krishna was showing so much love for every cow physically by being a calf. Every calf, every cow and calf, when he played the flute, would hear as if Krishna is calling its name. Every cow, when Krishna plays the flute, 9 lakh cows hear its names. Means 9 lakh different names are heard by 9 lakh cows. This is Krishna. He makes every single devotee who loves Krishna feel cared for. This is Krishna. He makes every single devotee, every single animal who shows interest in Krishna, he makes them feel as if Krishna is living only for our sake. And so the Asuras also felt like that, because that is, after all, the quality of Krishna's in the form of Mohini. And then what Krishna did, he made the Devatas sit in one line and the Asuras sit in another line, and he ensured that they made a lot of gap between one another. Means when Mohini is so far, Devatas are here and Asuras are here. So what happens when they're so far that all the Devatas sitting, when they're being served, they won't even know now what is left, whether everything is finished or whether something is there for Asuras, not clear. And then she said, see, if you're giving the pot in my hand, I will do things according to my way, my condition. If that is okay with you, then I will do this. They said, oh, no problem. You can do the way. You should not question me. So they said, yes. And when the Devatas are being fed, we will see what happened. Canto 8, chapter 9, text 21. Daityan grihita kalasho vanchayan upasancharaihi durastan payayam asa jaram mrityuharam sudham. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 8, chapter 9, text 21. Taking container of nectar in her hands, she first approached the demons, satisfied them with sweet words, and thus cheated them of their share of the nectar. Then she administered the nectar to the demigods who were sitting at a distant place to make them free from invalidity, old age, and death. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Mohini Murti, the personality of Godhead, gave the demigods seats at a distance. She then approached the demons and spoke with them very graciously, so that they thought themselves very fortunate to talk with her. Since Mohini Murti had seated the demigods at a distant place, the demons thought that the demigods would get only a little of the nectar, and that Mohini Murti was so pleased with the demons that she would give the demons all the nectar. The words Vanchayan Upasancharaihi indicate that Lord's whole policy was to cheat the demons simply by speaking sweet words. Lord's intention was to distribute the nectar only to the demigods, you see. So the Lord made these people, Devatas sit far away and demigods sit far away. Devatas separate and the demons separate very far. What the demons thought was, she made them sit so far so that she'll be giving little there, and for us lot of nectar she will give. She's in love with us. In spite of making us sit again, she's leaving that side and coming to us, and she's talking. And while she's talking, she'll be looking individually at each one in a very pleasing way. These people, the demons, they miserably got cheated. What happened then? And then, Krishna is like this, that he will do anything to protect his devotee. You see, How Karna was killed? Cheatingly. And how how our leader of the Kauravas was killed? I forgot his name. How leader of Kauravas got killed by Bhima. Bhima broke his thigh. Actually, you're not supposed to beat below the belt, but that was cheating. But Krishna told Bhima to beat the thigh and break it. Kaurava. No, Kaurava leader. Now, what is his name? From you, the name. Okay, no problem. So,
Duryodhan Mataji.
huh?
Duryodhan.
Duryodhan, yes, correct. Thank you so much. Yes, Duryodhan. Bhakti, here it is. She skipped water. I need a little water. 1 minute. Yeah. So Duryodhan. How Duryodhana got killed cheatingly. How Karna got killed cheatingly. So very how cheatingly he went and took, all the arrows from Bhishma Dev. Krishna gave guidance to Pandavas to go to Duryodhana at night time, because night time they are all friends. And in the night time, because they are friends, even if enemy comes and speaks to us, we share our party food with them. If we are having a nice party, we are going to share. We are going to involve them in the party. In the morning time, we fight with them. That's how it was in the past. It was not like this brutal killing. No, there was rules and regulations even to fight in the war. So at night, I think Arjuna or somebody goes and um, asks this Kaurava head. So at that time, he says that, "Oh, Arjuna, how come you are here? Tell me what you want. Anything you ask, I'll give." When he said, "Anything you ask, I'll give," he was even willing to, as charity. He was willing to give even the throne to the Pandavas. If Kshatriyas are like that, that if you go and beg them, they're willing to give you anything, as a charity. So that is shameful way to accept for Arjuna and party. So they won't ask like that. So all they asked was, "No, I don't want anything. I just want those 5 arrows which I've hidden and kept. Vishwa's arrows," he said. He said, "Oh my God, okay." Then he gave Duryodhana. Then Duryodhana gives all the 5 arrows. He told that I'm ready to give anything. He gives, and so he lost. Actually, Bhishma had told that in these 5 arrows, I'm going to kill the 5 of them. That time, Duryodhana says, "Give me those 5 arrows. I will keep it very safely. And tomorrow I will give you so that you will use that arrow and you can kill." But Arjuna came in between and asked him to come. Who gave this idea? Krishna gave. Why this kind of cheating? Because cheaters should be dealt with the cheating way only. It is always told that a straight tree gets cut first. We have to be crooked in order to maintain our life. Means if we have to maintain our spiritual life safe, whatever needs to be done, needs to be done. Crookedness should not become the way of our life. It should not become second nature. But if if for the cause of welfare of humanity, or for the protection of our life, and if we are saintly and for the protection of our life, if we need to be crooked, we need to be crooked. That's what we learn from Krishna. Krishna himself says, he proclaims that I'm the cheater of the cheats. So now he is playing the cheater of the cheats role. It's very nicely played this year. Let's see what happened next. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 8, Chapter 9, Text 22. Te palayanta samayam asurasvakritam nripa tushnim asan krita snehaha stri vivada jugupsaya. So Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 8, Chapter 9, Text 22. Translation. O king, since the demons had promised to accept whatever the woman did, whether just or unjust. To keep this promise, to show their equilibrium, and to save themselves from fighting with the woman, they remained silent. You see? See here, no purport. Since the demons had promised to accept whatever the woman did, when Mohini came and spoke very sweetly, these demons felt that she is in love with me. So she'll give the nectar. Ultimately, a lot of nectar will come to my hands, and she also will come to my hands. So now, when they felt, is she actually cheating or what? And doubt comes. They don't want to ask her, hey, what are you doing? Are you finishing or what? They don't ask. Why? If they ask, our teacher told, if they ask like that, they will become bad in her eyes. Then her interest may shift from them to someone else. So they thought, let this asking business, the one who is sitting next to me, do. I will not do. I will just be nice in her eyes. Like that, each asura thought, and each asura kept quiet, waiting for another person to question her. See, since the demons had promised to accept whatever woman did, whether just or unjust, now to keep this promise to show their equilibrium and to save themselves from fighting with the woman, they remained silent. Then what happened? Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 8, Chapter 9, Text 23. Tasyam kritati pranayaha pranayapaya kataraha bahumanena cha baddha nochu kinchana vipriyam. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 8, Chapter 9, Text 23, translation by Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada. The demons had developed affection for Mohini Murti and a kind of faith in her, and they were afraid of disturbing their relationship. Therefore, they showed respect and honor to her words and did not say anything that might disturb their friendship with her. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada. The demons were so captivated by the tricks and friendly words of Mohini Murti that although the demigods were served first, the demons were pacified merely by sweet words. The Lord said to the demons, the demigods are very miserly and are excessively anxious to take the nectar fast. So let them have it fast. Since you're not like them, you can wait a little longer. You are all heroes and are so pleased with me. It is better for you to wait until after the demigods drink. You see? See, Prabhupada, I think, has given extra, commentary based on some Vishnu Chakra Thakura's commentary. So, Prabhupada is giving this explanation that what's going on in the at the level of mind of Asura and Mohini. So, what Mohini said in purport, it says the demigods are very miserly and are excessively anxious to take the nectar first. So, the question comes that if demigods are very interested, so let us give them first. Means here they thought they are giving like how our teacher has explained, like how sometimes children are there and we are there, all are hungry. What we do to children, we give something little, what is not spicy and all that, little we put. We feed them first so that we can have a very big thali after that. We can have a full-fledged feast after that, which children may not like to eat. So we want to just finish off with them like that. They were treated like that. I means they thought the demigods are like children, cranky. They are let us feed them little, and then you are all amazing heroes with so much self-control. So you will have it later, like that. So they thought now we have to show that we are really heroes in her eyes. She's telling we are heroes, we're under equilibrium. She's thinking like that. So now we will also behave like that. So she will be remaining impressed with me, like that. Each one was thinking. But actually, why demigods? The question is, why demigods didn't get attracted by Mohini Murti? If Mohini Murti was so attractive, why demigods did not get attracted? Probably in a few verses later, we're going to answer that. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 8, Chapter 9, Text 24. Devalinga pratipchanna swarbhanur deva samsadi pravishta somamapi bhak chandrarkabhyam cha suchitaha. So, translation by Srila Prabhupada. Rahu, the demon who causes eclipses of the sun and the moon, covered himself with the dress of a demigod and thus entered the assembly of demigods and drank nectar without being detected by anyone. Even the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the moon and the sun, however, because of permanent animosity towards Rahu, understood the situation. Thus, Rahu was detected. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Supreme Personality of Godhead Mohini Murti was able to bewilder all the demons, but Rahu was so clever that he was not bewildered. Rahu could understand that Mohini Murti was cheating the demons, and therefore he changed his dress, disguised himself as a demigod, and sat down in the assembly of the demigods. Here one may ask why Supreme Personality of Godhead could not detect Rahu. The reason is that Lord wanted to show effects of drinking nectar. This will be revealed in the following verses. The moon and the sun, however, were always alert in regard to Rahu. Thus, when Rahu entered the assembly of demigods, the sun and the moon immediately detected him, and then the Supreme Personality of Godhead also became aware of him. So, actually, in the next verse, we will see this wonderful act performed by the Lord was meant to show that nectar is miraculous ambrosia. Actually, why did Mohini Murti did not understand? Now, when this was going on, when in the heads of the demons, one of the demon Rahu understood that this could be a trick. They may get first and it may get over and we may not get anything. So it's better that I go and sit there as a demigod. No harm. Either I get there or I get here. So I will go there and get it first. So he goes and sits there in the line of demigods. And actually, even Supreme Personality of Godhead did not detect. Now, did not detect means what? He is Krishna. He detects, he knows everything. But there was a reason. Why it was done? There was a reason. One reason is that the effects of drinking this nectar is that we cannot even recognize people. Something like that. See what it says that here? Here one may ask the Supreme Personality of Godhead could not detect Rahu. The reason is that Lord wanted to show the effects of drinking nectar. Now, what is the effect of drinking nectar? What happens to people when they drink nectar? That we will see in the next verses. So as of now, we should know that it appeared like your Supreme Personality of Godhead got cheated. But Sun and the Moon understood that Rahu has come in a disguised form. Then what happened? Canto 8, Chapter 9, Text 25. Chakrena kshuradharena jahara pibata shiraha haristasya kabandhastu sudhaya plavitopatat. Supreme Personality of Godhead Hari, using his disc, which was sharp like a razor, at once cut off Rahu's head. When Rahu's head was severed from his body, the body being untouched by the nectar could not survive. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada. When Personality of Godhead Mohini Murti severed Rahu's head from his body, the head remained alive although the body died. Rahu had been drinking nectar through his mouth. Before the nectar entered his body, his head was cut off. Thus, Rahu's head remained alive, whereas the body died. This wonderful act performed by the Lord was meant to show that nectar is a miraculous ambrosia. So, the reason was that the Lord wanted to show. See, the other reason is that he acted like he did not know why. To show us the power of drinking this nectar is that one can still stay alive. Even if your head is cut, the head is still alive. How powerful is this nectar? This nectar can keep us alive, but does it keep us alive forever? The answer is no. These devatas are going to stay only for very long period of time with good health. But that does not mean at pralaya they don't die. At pralaya they also die. Then why you call it nectar? Because it keeps us long for a very long time. That's why you call it nectar. Okay. So the Lord wanted to show that, see, even if we cut the head, the minute that nectar has passed through the throat, that head became amara, or eternal. Eternal means for a long duration, not forever. That is the power of this nectar. This nectar was not something simple. It was very nice tonic. So then Canto Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 8, Chapter 9, text number 26. Shirasva amaratam nitam ajograham achiklapat yastu parvani chandrarkav abhidhavati vairadi. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 8, Chapter 9, text 26, translation by Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Rahu's head, however, having been touched by the nectar, became immortal. Thus Lord Brahma accepted Rahu's head as one of the planets. Since Rahu is an eternal enemy of the moon and the sun, he always tries to attack them on the nights of the full moon and dark moon. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Since Rahu had become immortal, Lord Brahma accepted him as one of the grahas and planets, like the moon and the sun. Rahu, however, being an eternal enemy of the moon and the sun, attacks them periodically during the nights of the full moon and dark moon. So here we don't have much to explain, that we see how Rahu is now showing his power. See, enmity, na? It does not go unless you become a devotee of Krishna. Our any negative quality does not go unless we become a devotee of Krishna. But is that enough? Devotee means what? One who chants the holy name daily, sincerely, prayerfully. Is that enough? Yes, if you are prayerfully chanting and asking Krishna to qualify me to engage in your devotional service. Every Maha Mantra, if you are begging Krishna, please engage me in your service. So, if there's an instrument and it has to pray, the surgeon, please, you use me as the instrument to do the surgery. Then the instrument has to undergo a terrible process called sterilizing. Every instrument which a surgeon should hold should go into a sterilizing process of getting heated in extreme temperature to be free from all germs. Then only a surgeon will touch the device, the instrument. Otherwise, he does not touch unsterilized instruments, a surgeon does not touch. Same way, if we have to be instrument in Krishna's hands, we also have to get sterilized from all the dirt that we have accumulated from many lifetimes. And if the dirt has to go while chanting, if you're only thinking how I can get into an illicit relationship, or if you are always thinking while chanting that I'm chanting so that I can somehow kill that other fellow and I can get his property. I will chant holy names because holy names will give us anything. So I will chant the holy names because I want that fellow to die or whatever. Then what happens is, then we don't get any sadbuddhi. Krishna may either fulfill our desire and give us the problem due to killing or whatever suffering has to come, we will get, or um, our desire may not get fulfilled, but we will not get any good buddhi, good habits we will not get. We will get good habits only if we ask Krishna that Krishna, please make me your servant. Make me. So when he has to make his servant, we have to be sterilized. If the instrument has to be in the surgeon's hand, then the instrument has to be sterilized. Same way, when we ask him, make me your servant, then Krishna has to purify us from all our bad habits, from all our bad qualities. So when he purifies us, if we are attached to some things, like for example, I might have got purified in my last birth only from the tendency to kill, or from the tendency to eat meat, or from the tendency to cheat. I might have got clean in last birth. But I was not cleaned from the tendency of hearing gossip about the cinema stars. I was not purified. So, in my childhood, whenever I open a newspaper, nothing enters my head. Politics won't enter my head, but definitely I would read every single line. In one single page would be some cinema stars news, which cinema released and what is the story. I used to like stories basically, either about the cinema star or about the cinema. I'm so ashamed to tell this about myself, but I'm telling you honestly. And I would read every single sentence in the newspaper and about the cinemas or about the cinema stars, and I would relish it. And what happened was I started after that at the age of 20 no 19 I started chanting. That chanting was not having much quality. Simply I was chanting. They told me, so I was chanting. And then when I really realized that quality of chanting is very important and we have to really chant from our heart, from the year 2003 or 2004, then I started chanting with attention. When I started chanting with attention, then over a period of time, there were so many improvements in me because I was hearing lectures, no, so I would hear some nice quality. Oh, if I had that, that thought will be there. If I had that good quality, if I had this good quality. So what would happen is when I chant, somewhere if such thoughts are there in me, Krishna was fulfilling that because thoughts were there. If thoughts are not there, if we are begging for it, it will be fulfilled in priority. If we beg, and one more mistake that used to happen was, I have my Radha Madan Mohan. I'll show you. I don't take much great care of them, but I do take care to a small extent. I feed them and I put them to sleep and wake up. That's the basic things I do. There they are. So what happens is that I cannot zoom it here. Okay, no problem. I turn back. So what happens is that you cannot see them closely. What happens is that I always used to forget to put Krishna's flute. I remove it when he is eating. That I remember. For his eating, you need to remove the flute, I remember. But when it comes to taking the bhoga from the front of the Lord, I'm supposed to put the flute back in Krishna's hands. That I forget because that time I'll be thinking of my honoring person. I don't think of Krishna. I forget. I don't want to forget, but I forget because my whole focus is on now I will taste the prasad. I'm hungry. I'll feed these people prasad. They may like it. So in that thought, I always used to forget. And every time I think, next time I should not forget. Next time also I forget. It went on until now when I start begging Krishna for everything. Now I start begging Krishna, please remind me. When I remove the flute, I say, please remind me, Krishna, to put the flute back. As soon as I finish, when I take the offering, may I put the flute back in your hands, like that. Yesterday, some day ago, I thought I should start praying like that. And I kept for offering. And before keeping, I thought I should say that. And I took and I again forgot to put. Then I realized, oh my God, why I forgot? Because I didn't beg on time. So yesterday I begged while keeping for offering only, please let me, not only you relishing this prasad boga, but you should remind me to put the flute back in your hand. Please, please, Krishna, please remind me to do this seva properly. And then yesterday when I taking the boga, first thing is I remembered that the flute I had to put back. I put it, I was so happy. See how begging works. I just begged once. And so many years I could not remember. So many, and every time I forget, every time. I don't even remember when was the last time that after taking it, when I take the boga, when I put it back, I don't even remember was there such a time or when it was there, I've forgotten. Didn't, how much ever to the extent I remember, I always forgot. Yesterday was the first day that I remembered, and yesterday again when I offered something, again I remembered. So, what I want to say is that if we beg Krishna for any good quality, he sanctions it. But if we don't beg, then we stay where we are. Therefore, it is very important for us to beg Krishna to get purified so that we can be instrument in his hand. So when we ask Krishna, please make me your servant, means it's like we have to become his instruments. It's like a surgeon holding a instrument, means it has to be sterilized. So then Krishna will give us all the purifying, painful or stressful or whatever experiences, so that we become Krishna conscious and we will do our seva in a more nicer way. Krishna takes the responsibility of any devotee who approaches Krishna with the intention of becoming Krishna's very nice servant. A very nice servant is one who always wants to serve to please Krishna. So if we are begging Krishna while chanting every Maha Mantra, if we beg Krishna, Krishna, please help me to be a nice servant of yours. Krishna, please help me to serve you nicely. Then Krishna will remove all our bad qualities. Because to be a servant, we have to become pure from all our dirt in our heart. It has to be removed. So Krishna helps us to come out of all the bad habits. So therefore, though I had the quality of reading this gossip of the cinema stars, now in my phone you will not find a single gossip coming up, popping up. Why? It used to come. If you checked it 2 3 years ago, probably you would see at least, if there are 10 ISKCON videos, related Krishna conscious videos, or 20 Krishna conscious videos, and one or two some cinema stars, which cinema star got a baby whose baby is very cute, that kind of videos, which used to come as a prompt, I would watch. So now you will not even find that. Now I don't even know who has married and who has got a child. Now that desire has been removed by Krishna. That what I did was, Krishna gave me an idea because I was begging Krishna to remove this desire. Krishna gave me an idea that I should remove the history from the watched history. When I removed the suggestions from Google, stopped, and that way I started. And then when we do daily prayers while chanting every Maha Mantra, when we pray, then Krishna takes care to remove what we don't like. So that is how we can get cleansed. That's how we can become Krishna conscious. Oh, I didn't keep a track of time. Let me just see the time. Okay, we still have some time. So now let me see if I can do this one verse. Or otherwise. Yes, okay, let's do this. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 8, Chapter 9, text 27. Did we do that? Text 27. Okay. पीतप्राये मृते देवैर् भगवान् लोकभावनः पश्यताम् असुरेन्द्राणां स्वं रूपं च गृहे हरिः. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 8, Chapter 9, Text 27, translation by Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Supreme Personality of Godhead is the best friend and well-wisher of the three worlds. Thus, when the demigods had almost finished drinking the nectar, the Lord, in the presence of the demons, disclosed his original form. So, no purport for this. So, you see here what Supreme Personality of Godhead did. When he finished pouring, he killed Rahu and Rahu's body. And then the minute he poured to the last demigod, then he suddenly became Vishnu and he boarded his airplane and he went off, vanished. Now, with whom will the Asuras fight? Asuras cannot even fight, and they saw he becoming Vishnu. They understood, oh, we are cheated. Yeah, he told first only as Mohini, he told that you can get cheated, and they got cheated. And now, now the question is, why didn't Devatas get mad in lust for Mohini? Is because for Devatas were seeing that he was Vishnu in Vishnu form, and also he's behaving like Mohini in Mohini form. Both they could see both, so they are not attracted. That's one reason. Our teacher told us. Another reason why they didn't get cheated is because they were focused on their service, the service which Krishna wants them to do. They were aware. So when you are really focused on your service, there is no scope for lust and for illicit relationships. So if we are focused, like Prabhupada once, he was telling that lust is the cause for all problems. And then once the same day or the next day in Bengal, when he's taking a car and he's going, he saw it was Dasara time, and all the Bengalis are in full style, nicely dressed with nice makeup and running around, beautiful young girls. So he said, Prabhupada, when he got on the car, it's not that I don't have lust. Old Prabhupada is saying to his young disciples, it's not that I don't have lust, but I have no time to do anything about it. I have no time to do anything about it. Which means the lust or lusty thoughts can come in a devotee's head, but they don't do anything about it. They don't chase the lusty desire. Like we may have lust to watch the videos of cinema stars who got a baby, how the baby looks. YouTube videos will be there of that kind. We may have the lust to get some such gossip news, but we are so busy reading Bhagavatam, we have no time to see them like that. So here means when we are so focused on our service of reading Bhagavatam, we have no time to look at another YouTube video link which is not needed for us. So this was what Prabhupada was saying. And was how Devatas were. They had no time for their lust, even if they were disturbed by lust. But the beauty of Mohini, knowing that it's Vishnu also, like knowing that Mohini is Vishnu, then also Shiva got attracted, isn't it? That story I think is going to come in future in the Srimad Bhagavatam Canto 8. I think so. Huh? Lord Shiva came and he got attracted. He went behind Mohini, knowing that it's Vishnu also. So same way they could have gone, but no, because they were so much focused on doing their duty, completion of their duty, that they were not disturbed. This is the answer. So with that, we end the Bhagavatam session, Srimad Bhagavatam. We completed till Canto 8, Chapter 9, Text 27. We completed from 20th verse, 27th verse. There was very little purport. It's the time for question answers. If you have any questions, please ask. Otherwise, we can end the session because I have to give a class on December 31st for local people. 25, 30 people will come. And so I want to complete as many chapters. Now I've finished only 12, 11 and a half chapters. I was wanting to complete 31 chapters, but I could not complete that much because I have been giving some time on Facebook for one of my relative who is actually lost his wife and he is putting sad posts. So I have been writing replies, and replies are all giving connection to Krishna replies. And because of those connection to Krishna replies, I got some nice friends or who are his friends, and they wanted to ask me questions. So I told them you can join here in this call. I don't know if they have joined. I don't see any of their names here though. So so like that, what happens is when we give them time in the form of preaching, we lose our reading time and our reading goes slow. But that's all right. If people are going to learn, it's worth it. And so ours is going on, like I'm covering now in 3 days, one chapter, or in 4 days, one chapter is getting covered. It's okay, not bad. So I may take 2 more months to complete the next 20 chapters if it goes at this speed. Once it is done, then I can be student of Bhakti Vedanta course in a formal way. So with that, we end today's session, and if you have any comments or questions, you are most welcome. Thank you very much. And today I give all glories to my teacher Gaurang Darshan Prabhu, who just did the same class on the last Sunday, and now I gave the same class today. So now we will be going ahead of you, and so when we give these classes, I will remember those explanations, and they will get added to our classes. So that's all. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna,
Open.
Mataji.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Dandavat Pranam. Thank you so much for such a nectarian class, Mataji. And the one thing that one analogy that you said about how a doctor before surgery wants all his whatever tools he uses, uh, he wants them to be
Surgical instruments.
sterilized. surgical
Sterilized. Yeah.
sterilized. So that was a perfect analogy. I'm gonna remember that, Mataji, every time. Yeah, thank you so much. If anyone has any questions, please go ahead and ask now.
Thank
Dandavat
you very
pranam,
much,
Mataji.
dear Premanandini Mataji, Dandat Pranams. Thank you so much. Yes, all glories to all my teachers. I heard that analogy long, long ago from some devotee, and I liked it, so I remembered it. So may you also remember. It's a very nice analogy. It gives us the strength to face the sterilizing process by depending on Krishna. It becomes easy.
Yes, Mataji,
Yes.
surely.
Any questions or comments? Most welcome. Chitra Gidwani Mataji, thank you very much. All glories to the Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Madana.
Mataji, one question. Yeah, Mataji,
Yeah,
go
go
ahead.
ahead, go ahead. Please go ahead, because I'll ask in the end. No problem.
Okay. So, Mataji, you mentioned that you have to pray to Krishna, please, I will be your servant, right? That's a very
Yes.
good way of prayer because we always keep on asking, give me this, give me that, I'm in this trouble, I'm that trouble, right? So my question to you is, you also mentioned about the lust. When these thoughts come, somebody has done bad to you, or you are in a problem, or you are in distress, whatever the condition will be. What do you suggest? I know people say recite the mantra, but sometimes you are in so distress, you don't recite anything, you are blackout. You know what I mean? So, what is the thing we should do at that time?
Yeah, very nice question, Prabhu. Actually, why this blackout? The answer is because we are so attached to our thoughts, which we think like we all have our comfort zone. We are so attached to our comfort zone. When we are dislocated from comfort zone, we are shocked, we go blank. The point here is, why are we attached to our comfort zone? Rather, we have to read Bhagavatam and chant the holy names, and while chanting we should pray that I am your servant. Comfort zone means what? To think I am so and so's husband, I am so and so's wife, I am so and so's relative. That's a more. We don't think I am Krishna's servant, I am Krishna's servant, I am Guru's servant, I want to be Guru Parampara's servant. I want to do things which whole Guru Parampara will bless me for. Krishna, please give me that strength and idea so that whole Guru Parampara should become happy. Please do this. Huh? Are we not praying like that? But we are praying for other things. No? So, like Krishna, please help me to face my today's day in office. Let me do it in a way that you will be happy. Let me face my office in a way you will be happy. Or let me handle my family members in a way you will be happy. So, we're always thinking of handling our family, handling our office means subtly we are only seeing connection with these people whom we are seeing. We are not seeing the connection with the unseen Krishna. We are not asking Krishna today, as a servant of yours, what is your plan for me? Please, you fulfill your desires and empower me to do it in a very nice way, in a way that you will be very happy. Please. So this kind of prayers we're not doing now. So what happens is, since we are praying in our own way, in our own style, we're attached to our own things. So when we are dislocated from that situation mentally, we get a shock of our life. Then we go blank. Now, when it comes to lust or envy or greed or anything, why it is there? Because we are seeing them as ours. We are not seeing Krishna as ours, and we are not seeing ourselves as Krishna's in a subtle conscious. Externally, we are told and we try to brainwash ourselves, but somehow inside our heart, deeply, we are not feeling, I am here to serve only. When we have that feeling, this blindness, that blank going will not happen only. You'll feel the minute something very shocking happens, we don't go blank. We feel, oh, wow, this person can stoop to this extent also. Now, Krishna, please help me to deal in a way that you will be happy. We just get to know what's happening around us, but we are not getting disturbed. Means we will feel okay. It's like a revelation, shocking revelations. When we depend on Krishna, And when we always pray that use me as your servant, use me as your servant, and things like that, we don't get shocks by these circumstances that we are put in. Neither the shock of lust, nor the shock of anger, nor the shock of envy, nor the shock of disappointment or dejection or depression, nothing. These all come when we want something else other than Krishna. But if we are only wanting Krishna and Krishna's plans for us, and if we are not attached to any plans or anyone in our life or anything in our life, see, if I got a new phone, I tell you, funny. First of all, I was not eager to buy any tablet phone, I mean, once upon a time. And my husband was very eager to buy a tablet phone for me. And I said, okay, buy. And after he bought, it had a small scratch in it. Seeing that, I fully felt put off. What a new phone, only little spoiled, and it was working slow also, you know. And I became little, oh, means whenever I see, I never felt like a new phone. I was feeling, and it came online shopping, so we didn't have any choice also. And that time I didn't know we could return because he used to buy online and I didn't know. And that time it was not so famous. It was what, 10 years ago story I'm saying. So, but it used to feel hurt. Then that's why I could understand when my husband bought a new car. He parked, and then the next day he comes in the parking space. Somebody has made a deep scar, a long, deep scar in the car, and he was feeling as if somebody pierced his heart. So much he was disturbed, so much he was hurt. Why? Because he saw car as his own or car as his child, and somebody like they cut off a finger from the baby, how we will feel. So like that he was feeling very bad, very bad. Every day you say, see, such a terrible envious people, see what they did to my car, like that. So like that only I was feeling that, see, my phone, when it came, only it came in this condition. I don't even like this. It's very slow also. My other phone is better. Phone is better. Why I should use? So hardly I use that tablet actually. And then when it became sufficiently old, age-wise, I sold it off for small money. And I was very happy with the little money that I got out of it. It was so funny. So what happens is that when we are so attached, but nowadays, um, I am not so much, um, getting affected only because I have a big target of completing Bhagavatam studies. So when we put our targets and when we start studying and when we start praying Krishna, one is that you have to involve in a lot more service of Swadhyaya for yourself. Another thing is that we have to keep praying, Krishna, please help me to connect to you and to your plans more than anything else. Then the pain coming from things or people or from situation or from our own mind, it will all get diminished because we will have our target of Swadhyaya. Personally put target, not for anybody, not of any commitment. If we do something like that, it is going to really help to come out of our disturbances from the heart. So we will not go blank only, Prabhu. Now, I just picked up one point and I answered, but what was your question? Did I answer your question or not, Prabhu?
Yes, Mataji, to much extent that instead of what I understand is, let me tell you what I understand from your answer is, like you mentioned about materialistic things. And number one. Number second, you said that instead of targeting on those things, let's target, like you are targeting on Bhagavatam, let's target on those things which can help you spiritually and can take over these thoughts or these lust or these whatever attachments and all those. So
Yes.
that's what I can inference from. Correct me if I'm wrong,
Yes.
Mataji.
Yes, correct, Prabhu. And another thing is we should any emotion, Prabhu. If we
Mhm.
will ask Krishna, beg Krishna, please help me to not get disturbed by this for your sake. He will very quickly remove it. Very quickly means the same day, probably.
Mhm.
You have to beg.
Mhm.
Beg from to the extent you can beg in a genuine way. If we're really affected by something, and if we really don't want, then we will say, Krishna, please, I really do not want it. Please help me to do this. then you will see a lot of difference, if not zero. See, from 80% it will come at least to 60 or 50%, or you will be able to see the progress to that much extent, Prabhu. We will be able to improve like anything. And another thing I'll tell you, I have been preaching on Facebook, as I told, to these people who are crying for the lost wife, and people are trying to also console and all that. So I go and speak about Krishna. The answer will contain Krishna conscious stuff. Something will be there about Krishna. And I noticed that as they read my answers,
Mhm.
over a period of time, the person who is writing the post also and the people who are commenting also, their style of comment or the post quality are all going in the direction of slowly going away from material consciousness and slowly going towards spirituality, not Krishna consciousness. Slowly they are going towards spirituality. I am not the body, that kind of thing. Now, why it happens is when we keep on telling about Krishna, keep on telling about Krishna, what happens? Now, see, now say in one, say our whole one day is equal to only 1 minute. Think like that. Think our one day is equal to one minute. And our lifespan is 1 hour. So we have 60 minutes. Think like that. Now, in that 1 minute, if we, at the time when we want to fight, at the time we want to be angry or lusty or greedy or whatever, depressed, at the time if somebody is speaking about Krishna, so when we are having one thought, we want to be thinking in that direction only. The minute we are forced to hear about them, or we choose to hear about them, hear what they are saying, and if they are talking about Krishna, then it's like from our side, we are turning towards their side and we are hearing about Krishna. So to that much extent, our rotation from this angle to this angle, when it gone, then again to come back to this angle, it takes some time. Means that much time we are out of our dirty consciousness or our weak minded weak mentalities, so to the extent that we are hearing about that Krishna topic may be spoken by a devotee who is of a very small level compared to our, we may be at madhyama adhikari level, and a very newcomer may be saying like, what Krishna did for me, he made me choose that another company, and I simply did a walk-in interview, and throughout I felt that Krishna is the by my side, and I went to that interview, and there somehow they liked my profile, and I felt it's Krishna only, and that person was Krishna devotee also, and I may even get the job, and they said they asked me about salary and all. So I thought they said that, whatever Krishna wants, he gives the result. We should not attach to result and all that. I remembered that. I don't know whether it's philosophically correct also. But I told them that whatever you can give, because I am also inexperienced, it's my first job. Then they said, okay, we will give you this salary. So I felt this Krishna only is giving. This much they tell. Their own kind of uh, connections with Krishna, and they will talk. Even this may make sense or may not make sense, but hearing about Krishna and their material story, we have got diverted from our family's problem to Krishna topic, you know. So to that extent that our mind came towards Krishna, now for some time this Krishna topic will be lingering in our head and it will not go out fast also. And then it will take some time for us to go back to our material problems and to get into worry zone. That time another person speaks about Krishna, then a better devotee speaks or Prabhupada speaks, and we hear about Krishna, then we feel, this is so nice. See how Prabhupada is saying. We get lost there again. Again, we have forgotten our family issues. We are out of our family. See what happens. Why we go into depression? Non-stop thinking, my family like this, my wife not proper, my husband not okay, my wife not okay, husband not okay. Only thinking. We go into depression. But in between, there is somebody who talks about Krishna. We hear that. So from our thinking, we turn to Krishna thinking. Again, another person thinks about Krishna. So we are taking association of different devotees. We are hearing different devotees' version of Krishna Katha, different versions of Krishna's realizations, Krishna's involvement in their lives. So our mind is fully going in that direction. So from there to come back to our material problems, it takes some time. So If that is working, then what actually is the medicine? The topic of Krishna is the answer for our remedy. Means we hear, means turn your ears to Krishna. See, that's why they say just by hearing bhakti arises in the heart. You turn your ears towards Krishna, then everything falls in place. Any problem, the more we hear about Krishna, the more we think about Krishna's hand. Only glories. We should only see how Krishna helped, how Krishna helped. Only that if we go on hearing, go on thinking, then our negativities in the heart, they take back seat. And if we keep begging Krishna, I don't want this negativity is there. Krishna, this negativity, remove it, Krishna. Please, Krishna, help me, Krishna. I'm suffering with this, Krishna. Just this much prayer. Then that, what is in backseat, that will go also. This is, it's going to be your experience. You just try from now. From today only, you start seeing result. Means it is that much quick. Begging Krishna is such a powerful medicine because what is the medicine? It's not begging. It is Krishna who is the medicine. But Krishna gives the medicine only if you beg. Why? Because Krishna wants you to know you are not the doer. As long as I thought I will keep the flute, I could never keep. Never. Then I felt really miserable. Why? I don't remember. Why I'm so much eager to honor prasadam before taking care of Krishna's flute. And then I thought, okay, I don't have the capacity. No matter how much I try, no. Then when I begged, then immediately Krishna says, keep my flute back. Then I keep the flute. Then I go and honor prasadam. I felt so happy. So this begging Krishna, begging is important, but with whom? Only with Krishna. Akama sarva kamova moksha kama udaridi tivrena bhakti yogena yajeta purusham param. Even if you are having no desire or you have all the desire, akama sarva kamo, you have all the desire. But you have to do tivra bhakti. Tivra bhakti means Krishna, please engage me in your service. Krishna, please engage in your service by removing all these negativities from the heart. It's a disturbance. So without disturbance, make me full-fledged devotee from at the level of the heart.
Okay.
That was enough. And after begging, if he didn't clean, it's his problem, not your problem. There's a song. There's a song by Acharyas in Kannada. What is that? Ninagu Ane Ranga Yenagu Ane. Bhakti is not around. So actually, if I had that, I would get that song. I see if in my if this is charged. I hardly use this is a new tablet. Now I become fan of tablets. So I asked my husband, if you're not using, you give me, and he gave me. I did, but I'm not using only. So it's not switching on also. We'll charge it. Okay. Otherwise, I thought of opening that's a very beautiful song by the Acharyas. Ninagu Ane Ranga Yenagu Ane. Means nanagu, ninagu, ibbarigu, something ane. Means promise on you, Krishna, and promise on me. And he says, if I don't take association of the saintly souls, yenagu ane. Means means it's a mistake on my side if I don't take sadhu sangha. And if you don't, and in spite of me taking sadhu sangha, if you don't detach me from bad association, then it is your mistake. Like that. He says, if I don't do this, it's my mistake. But if I do that, and if you don't do this, then it's your mistake. Like that, he's saying. Such a nice song by one Kannada Vaishnava Acharya. Very nice. If I had it in my hand, I would have read it out for you.
Mataji,
So,
I want to give other the questions, but I have one counter question if you are okay, if everybody is okay.
yeah, please.
Okay. Mataji, when you said there is a difference between spirituality and Krishna consciousness, can you little bit elaborate on that? You said those people are becoming spiritual, right? So when you pray for Krishna, you are getting spiritual, right? No? I may be wrong. I don't know.
No, what I mean, Prabhu, I'll tell you. These people now, where I'm preaching, spirituality means they just understood that I am not the body, I am the soul, and they're also feeling that I am only Krishna.
Okay.
And I'm going to become Krishna. And I'm going to merge with Krishna. Like that. So that is the spirituality. Because they're understanding that I am not the body, that's correct. But we cannot become Krishna. Krishna consciousness is, we understand Krishna as Supreme Master and I am his servant. And I am here to serve Krishna. When you try to see these people who have too many desires, no. They think, oh, I have so many problems here. It's better that at death, I should become Krishna. Then I can fully enjoy. God is enjoying, I will also enjoy. I'll become God. Means they are having the biggest desire. That's why it's a akama, sarva kama, moksha kama udardi. They are called moksha kamis. Kami means a lusty fellow.
Okay.
See, akama, sarva kama. Sarva kama means who has all the lust. Sarva kama. The moksha kama is who has the lust for moksha. Means that is lust. But devotee is akama. He has only one desire, that I don't need moksha. If you want Krishna, you take me in your home. If you have seva there, if you want me to do seva from here, send me wherever there is seva. You send. That's all. He's not specific that I want to come to your home only, like that. Yes, Prabhupada said to his disciples when they asked, do I have to come back to do seva or should I go back? No, go back to Godhead, he said. Means we have to have that goal of going back to Godhead. But while we qualify, we should also have that open attitude that, yes, I wish to be qualified to go back to Godhead, but wherever Krishna wants me to serve, may I serve. Like that. So if that is not lust, that is Krishna consciousness. But these people who say that I want to become God, I want to merge in Brahma Jyoti, in the light of Krishna, I want to merge, it's like a green bird entering into a green tree. The green bird's existence remains as a bird. It does not become the tree. It looks green. It looks like one set. That every jiva they starts effulgent. They become effulgent. A soul becomes effulgent and they stay in the effulgence. That's like a bird in effulgence. Brahman is the light. It's like a tree. Krishna's body is light. In that, we tiny souls, we start sparkling and we stay, and we are blind. We cannot see. There will be our kind of many souls in Brahma Jyoti next to us. Sitting next to us, we cannot talk to one another because we wanted to become one with God. No. So God is giving us that inability to not know that there are 100 others next to us. He's making us feel you are only one, you have come into the light, that's all. So we will be feeling I am alone, I become God, and I am in Brahma Jyoti all alone. All alone, how long we can stay? How many janmas? How many yugas? How many yugas can we stay? And that will be aware so much that what I had become in human birth, what I did, that will be there, and now I am happy. I am not that actually, I am not this. By saying I am not that, I am not this, once if we think that hearing about Krishna was nice, that Kirtan was nice, finish, immediate, we take birth in a Vaishnava family. And then in one life, we will attain perfection as a bhakti yogi and we'll go back to Godhead. Then why do all that circus? Why go to Brahma Jyoti and fall down and then again in one life work hard and go back? Now only let's work hard. No. Now only let's work hard. Let us become servant. We understand we're servant. And working there with Krishna is so beautiful. What is work there? Simply trying to please Krishna. And what Krishna does, he tries to please us. Krishna is only into pleasing everyone else, and we are into pleasing Krishna. It is not like a boss and subordinate relationship. Here, the boss bosses over, and subordinate gets submerged. But there it's not like that. Their boss becomes the charioteer and lets the servant stamp his shoulders and take us in different directions. Krishna is very happy to serve, and devotees, it's the competition of I am your servant mode in spiritual world. Here it's I am your boss mode competition. There it's I am a servant, and that atmosphere and attitude is so easy to live and it's so comfortable, and that's the real way of life. There's no other way. The servitorship is the only way. So if you're only into
Mataji.
giving and serving, then there is no other problems in our mind, Prabhu. Yes, anything else you want to say?
No, Mataji. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you so much. All glory Srila Prabhupada. Anybody has any questions or can we end the class?
Hare Krishna Mataji, Madana Pranam to you, Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. So much of positive energy, Mataji, you have, and such a wonderful question answers you're giving. And I just wanted to add one thing, like he was saying in his question, Prabhuji, that, like when we are in a situation and that time we don't remember the Maha Mantra. So best is if we can practice not to react. So if anybody says anything, don't react to that person right away. This is what I'm also practicing. I'm on the same boat as Prabhuji. And then I go away from the situation. Later on, I'll come back to that person and then I will talk to them what I felt or what I felt bad and this and that, whatever. But in that time, because they're mostly people are materialistic and they have their own way of going about and talking, so we don't want to get into their talks and all that, and sometimes we don't remember Krishna that time. But then when we are alone, because the japa also we do alone, and when we are alone, then we can remember what they had said, and then we can remember Krishna alone, and then we'll say, okay, now I'm going to answer like this to the person, because even our talking and discussion can be a form of preaching to them. It might guide them, it might remove their depression or whatever it is. So I just wanted to add that, Mataji. I don't know whether it will be helpful for Ankush Prabhuji, but I'm myself in that boat, so I thought maybe I can help another soul.
Thank you,
Very nice,
Mataji.
Mataji.
Thank you.
Yeah, and
Very
Mataji,
nice.
yeah, just some like he was saying, no, like us time pe we don't remember, and that happens with me also. We don't remember, we lose our anger, and we just say things or
We
react.
get into anger, ma'am, not lose our anger, Mataji.
Yeah, so we have to get away
We
actually
lose
from the
our
person.
peace, and
Yeah.
later we repent. Means I repent. Oh my goodness, why should I react like that?
Yeah, reaction
It
dena
was,
nahi hai, and just move away from that the situation, person, place, anywhere. And
yep.
then you've already heard the other person. Now it's your time to talk. You don't talk. Like we say sometimes it's very if a teacher does not know the answer, it's better she says no, I don't know the answer. Then she'll keep on saying something or the other, and the other child is confused. So I just wanted to I've been working on this with myself also, not to react, and just a lot of His Holiness Radha
Yeah.
Prabhuji's Gaurang Prabhuji, he posts a lot of things on this on the Facebook also, which I read. And also Mataji, wonderful class. I really like that point you said, that sometimes we go into even if there's some Vaishnava or their family or wedding, we start watching on the phone, and we get drifted away for minutes and hours. And really like that point you said, what Prabhupada said, that I am also in lust, but I just keep myself very busy with services. Because of that, then I have no time for watching all this YouTube and Instagram and everything. So that's a wonderful thing, Mataji, you shared, and I'm going to practice in my life. And Mataji, one more thing, like why is everybody against this Rahu? Like we often hear that we heard in the beginning verses that the sun and the moon were also first to know that this person is playing some pranks, and they were always at enmity. So is there any history why they had enmity with, specifically with Rahu, who was very clever? And also in context to our Hindu culture, we say that, oh, इस पे राहु शनि इसका प्रभाव है, means influence है, so that's why he's going through this. So Rahu is also another negative planet influence, and also, Mataji, why did Lord Brahma kind of I don't know, somewhere I read that he just like he gave shelter to Hiranyakashipu, or whoever did a lot of tapasya in the mountains and all that. Similarly, he gave shelter to Rahu also. Now, this could be a wrong question and wrong interpretation. So, some questions like that is coming in my mind related to Bhagavatam. Mataji, if you can explain that.
Yes, all these questions. Actually, I remember faintly what my grandfather telling the story of why Rahu and Surya and Chandra are enemies, but I've totally forgotten. So since I knew that there's some story, I didn't bother to find out. So I do not know. And second thing is why Brahma is giving shelter. Actually, it's told now that Brahma, since this one, it was written, since he's not, he's drunk Amrita, so he also gave him the position of a planet because he
Okay.
drunk Amrita. Now he cannot be stopped. Now he has to go around. Now you have to accept. It's like you are having a home. In your own home. Now two children are there. Now one
Mhm.
of them is very good, and she's married, and another one is slow. Now you have to accept. It's your child. Now you have to accept and you have to help. Like that for Brahma, it's his creation. Under him, he has allowed all this creation. Rahu is also coming through him only.
Hmm.
So, and he's become immortal also. So now he has to allow him to do his role. So this is what I understand. He is not doing his role in a straightforward way. He is doing some trouble only for Surya, Chandra is causing trouble. And that's how he has to live with the trouble. He has no option because he's already drunk nectar. So this is my understanding, Mach. I actually do not know any other answer.
Yeah, and also from this understanding, I feel that it's so important not to connect to have bad association like demons and stuff like that, because you never know when Lord Vishnu would, throw his chakra and we will die. So it's very scary. Like, although I would say Rahu was trying to come towards the Devtas, even to take nectar, he was coming there, but this thing was wrong. And if he had come earlier and been like a Devta, a demigod, then it would have been different. But anyhow, anyway, he was so polluted because he was with the demons and he was trying to play a trick. He's trying to trick the Lord. How can anyone trick the Lord? you know I was thinking like that
Yeah.
because
But
our Lord is a
Lord
tricky
is
Lord.
not strict.
Yeah.
Lord is not strict, but he acted like as if he's strict.
Yes.
Because he wanted to show the glory of that nectar. That's all. He's not tricked. But he acted
Yeah.
like in Damodar Leela, Krishna acted like he's sad, he's scared.
He's
So
crying.
he's doing it for Leela purpose. Huh? Now he cannot also show his Vishnu. No, he was already acting like a woman, and he has to act innocent and ignorant also. So, but when Surya and Chandra, and he is only giving intelligence in Surya Chandra's head to discover. It's not that because of their enmity they discovered him. Surya Chandra are as dull as any one of us, but Krishna gives them intelligence at the right time, and through them he makes them speak, and Mohini cut his head like that. Because the nectar giving had to happen till the end, and when it happened, then finally he shows Vishnu Rupa and then he goes off, vanishes to Vaikuntha. So that's all.
Thank you, Mataji. Very nice class realization. Anybody else has question, comments? They can go ahead.
Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you for the wonderful class. And Rupini Mataji made a comment earlier about walking away from the people. It's like Krishna is answering through your class and everything. I underwent some similar situation in the family few months ago. So I really think Krishna is helping us through these Bhagavatam classes. He answers our material life situations which we need some guidance through the scriptures. That's what I wanted to share, Mataji. Thank you so much.
Yes, yeah, that is exactly like what we spoke in the class, that Krishna individually makes every one of us feel that he is answering to us.
Right.
When he plays the flute, he makes every gopi feel he's calling my name, and they come running like that only. We are not less than those gopis as devotees of Krishna. We are getting direct answers.
Right.
That is Krishna's love for us, special love, especially for you only. Each
Right.
one gets that kind of love. It's not our illusion. It's Krishna's love coming directly to you. It's tailor made only for you. So this is the beauty of being in Krishna consciousness. Thank you
True.
very much, Bhimti. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, can I just add something to what you just discussed? Yeah,
Yes,
and
please.
Mataji, you very rightly said that when we are distressed, Krishna answers in one or other way. Or in my case, he gives us intelligence to approach devotees to get
Yeah,
answers. So
correct.
this, yeah, because we come across people, Mataji, not devotees, but even like spiritual people who are like worshipping in their own way, and they pretend that they are very religious and spiritual, but when you go close, it's like you are touching fire. Like they are dangerous, but when they are close, it's difficult to get away from them. And then we seek, like in my situation, I went to a senior Mataji and I begged, please help me, what can I do? Because I can't take it anymore. My Prabhu is not agreeing with whatever is going on. And Mataji very nicely explained how I can just pray to Krishna and walk away from, not let myself take the heat. So what I meant to say is, if it doesn't happen, we have to go and beg Krishna and beg devotees and ask for answers. Thank you so much, Mataji.
Yeah, very good. Thank you so much. Always from the time, 2000 began, 2000, 2001, 2002, I used to always ask Krishna, what is this I have to learn here? And when I would not get the answer, I used to go to devotees. So you are perfectly correct, Mataji. When we don't know what we should still do, even after praying, if we don't get, then we can go to devotees. We will go to devotees for some time. Then we get by sadhana and by depending on Krishna and asking for answers from Krishna. Because we have been going to devotees also, things get faster. It happens solves faster for us. And then over a period of time. We become independently thoughtful brahmanas means Krishna will make us quite good at dealing with everything what's happening, and we will be able to guide others. We will not need much of help from our mentors for leading our day-to-day life situations, Mataji. Initially, we will need help from devotees, but if it is really very tricky, then yeah, I have also written to Guru Maharaj. When things were very, very tricky and even mentors cannot help, then Guru Maharaj will have to write. And if Guru Maharaj is not in the planet, then some other senior Maharaj we can approach and we can ask if devotees who are just above us also are not able to help. So that is there always. But generally, Krishna helps. When we pray, Krishna helps. That's the easiest and nearest. Thank you so much, dear Mother. Yes, otherwise devotees are there. We have to go to devotees. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Mataji, one short question last just came to my mind. Does Krishna take away like the undesirable people or something from our life which are not good
If,
for our bhakti?
if it is not good for our devotional growth in any way, he takes away.
Thank you. Just wanted to know.
But if their existence is going to make us seriously Krishna conscious, then and we think that they are not helping, but if we are actually getting improved, then he does not take away.
Right. So he
It
keeps
depends
what
on
is
what
good
Krishna
for
is
us
thinking.
and what is not good for our life, he will take away.
Yes.
Thank you.
Sometimes what we think is very good and we are very attached, he knows these people will go deeply into this any other thing only. So he will
Mm.
take away.
So that we progress, turn to him and go more in bhakti.
Yes. So he knows what is not good and that he takes away. Like I was sometime in Dubai, I was taken out of Dubai and put in Sharjah. And there he gave a different association, and there he made me complete Bhakti Shastri course. And then when that is done, then again he made me connect to Dubai congregation. And then then I was always praying that I'm not able to preach here openly. Here we are supposed to do things secretly. If I was in India, I could do better and all that. So eventually he took away from UAE and put me back in India.
Right.
To go from so see he takes away when things are when there's a better place to grow, then he puts us in a better place to grow.
So basically, he
And when I
always has
felt
something better for
uh,
us. He has better in store for us when he takes away
always
all.
always always and something really better, then only he takes away, so nothing to worry. If he
Yeah.
takes away also fine, if he does not take away also
There will
fine.
be his mercy.
We just want to be with Krishna as his servants. That's all. If that is the mood, Mataji, then we will keep on growing. Krishna will take care of our growth also. Nothing to worry.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Thank you. Dandavat pranam.
Thank you so much. Dandavat Pranam. Hare
Hare.
Krishna. Is there anybody else or shall we end the class?
Mataji, one more thing you were saying that, you were watching like about, someone had a child and all on the YouTube or whatever, Facebook, and
Yeah.
you'd be interested, but that was not recent. Must have been before, much before.
Before.
Okay.
Before, maybe at least 2 years ago, also I must have seen small one cute Muslim girl was there, very cute and very cutely she cracks jokes. So I was watching that also. It used to come, it's like a pop. Somebody's baby, if I watch, then some other baby, it will start showing this Google. And looking at the cute face, I used to get fascinated and I used to watch. Not only cinema stars babies, any babies, I used to get now I said, Bapre, I'm losing my time. I said, no, I have to
Yes.
do my Bhagavatam. So I remember I got very angry with myself, and I searched how and where all is there, that I went and deleted clean history, clean history. So now even if I want some video, I don't get it. Once I watch, it's gone, gone. I cannot even, so I immediately share. If it is a spiritual video, then I share, and because after that it will go away. Now, for the sake of spiritual video, if I keep the history saved, then other things also will come. That I don't want. So it's okay to lose my spiritual videos, but it's I don't want to take that association of other videos. Um, that's why maybe from 1 year or something that I stopped watching almost. I don't remember watching that girl's video anymore now. I even forgot what was her name. No, I'm happy that I forgot. Krishna is the one who makes us forget. So I'm telling you, means this YouTube is big a time killer, So history, keep it deleted, Don't want only. If you want anything, send the link and save it, and that's it. Enough. We don't need to, keep watching these YouTube videos. All we need is here daily one class, here whatever you're hearing, plus one Prabhupada class, one Guru Maharaj class. Read Bhagavatam. That's enough. No other YouTube video now we have to see and lose our time. We don't have that much time. Even spiritual video also we don't have to watch, because we have our targets to finish. Let's focus on our Bhagavatam target, our 16 good quality rounds target. Let us keep track of that target. Then what will happen? We'll not lose time. But nowadays, I'm losing time on preaching to that one family member of mine on Facebook in Kannada language. So yes, people are getting benefited, and they're sending me friend requests and they're asking me good questions. That way it is good, but I don't know how long Krishna will let me continue this. He gives signal. See, I will tell you one thing. This Krishna, if we keep praying, how it helps. See, my daughter was in Dubai at that time. She had classmates. They failed and they came to her class. 2 years seniors, the twins were. And the school counselor told that their mother and father are having problem in their relationship. So mother only is taking care of her three children, two daughters and one elder son. And the mother needs counseling. Will you please, you're a Krishna Bhakat, so will you please, I think you are the best person to give her some right direction to come out of all her mental issues. So the husband was not having cordial relationship. Why? Because wife was very straightforward. If she finds one mistake, she'll tell it on the face rudely. And if you talk like that, no husband will tolerate it. Even a devotee husband will find it difficult to tolerate. A wife has to be submissive. If she's not, it's hard to tolerate. But she is not having that quality. She's not yet practicing devotee. So then what happened? We left the country that year. I just helped them by speaking to the husband about Krishna and about how a good husband should be, how a good wife should be. But I give her so much of explanation how she should be submissive, but she's not able to be. When time comes, she will fight with the husband. So the husband does not want the wife. And children, and so father is not giving money. So the wife is going as a buffoon in a birthday party, of kids' birthday party, and she's dancing with wearing all that mask and dancing in a nice way, and they all give some money to her, and she comes. That was her. And what do children do? Children walk around the streets of Bardubai. And what time? And my devotee friends were saying, Hare, those small children, 8-year, 10-year-old girls and their brother, all three are always seen walking even at 11 o'clock at night. Even 11:30, 12 also sometimes. So you see, when birthday parties go on till 11 o'clock, 11:30 on weekends, and these children are also going around like that. So, and the children did not know, proper. I mean, they were like KG class children. That's why they had failed, and that somehow they came to third standard only. I don't know. Grade 3 only, I do not know. That they didn't know anything. They were like 2-year-old babies, ha, 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 very happy to eat and happy to smile, and they don't hurt others, and they get hurt by others. That's how they were. And Bhakti was very nice. She gave shelter to them by making them her friends. She was kind to them, and when they always bring something very like bread. Not mother would not cook much. Poor people. And somebody else, there was one girl who was saying, "You want sausage?" Then they were like, ha, give. And that time Bhakti said, hey, this is non-veg. You're a vegetarian, don't eat. Then said, ha, what is non-veg? Then she said they had to explain what is veg, what is non-veg. Nothing they knew. And those girls, then what happened when we came to India, the father deported the mother to India by not renewing the passport. And she said, my husband's profession is very bad, and it is to purchase girls from India and to supply. So my daughters also, he will put them in that field only. And the mother was deported in such a bad way that she cannot even go back. And now my daughter was feeling, now what would have happened to those girls? And she prayed for them in Rajapur, saying, once you give me contact of those friends of mine to whom I was very kind, we gave them good experience. We took them to our house. We trained them to chat just 2 times only. Then we had to leave the country. And then we took them for an outing and we gave them very good experience. We have all those photos. And now those girls have also become what we didn't want them to become. And one of them got a child from a Pakistani, and they both are wearing burqa. And they're saying, now we are Muslim, now we are. And whoever gives 100 dirham, they go to that such men, the police and anybody. Now what I should do? How I can help? One of my devotee contact said, Mataji, you are into reading Bhagavatam. If you try to help, so many people in the world are all suffering now. How many people can you help? Now you become serious Bhagavatam student and you preach Bhagavatam. That itself will help them in their levels. Beyond that, if you put them in your heart and give them the time, then they will go on taking your time and your Bhagavatam reading. What happened now? It stopped, Prabhu. Since the time I'm helping that person, my Bhagavatam, that couple's divorce case, my Bhagavatam reading has stopped. See, you are going to court also. It was not needed for you to go to court and try to help and all that, not required. Don't involve only in helping these individual cases, he said. Don't involve only. But still, when my daughter tried, she got this time only LinkedIn, she made, that girl made, and she caught her. She got the number, she texted, and that's when we got to know from the profile photo that it's like the different profession. And we felt what we didn't want happened now. And the girls were very innocent, and they were already 10 years. And we felt we are also responsible partially because we could not guide them sufficiently, nor could I guide the mother to guide them properly. Uh, because she was always giving one complaint, and we are trying to deal with that complaint, and we don't spend time teaching her. We are only taking her instruction and trying to talk to her husband, trying to convince him. So we lost him. But what happened at the end? At the end, just 2 days back, that Mataji, I was trying, she told, please tell my daughters to become Hindu, you are a Hindu. I said, we cannot force like that. No, you send Krishna photo or Krishna Kirtan. Okay, that we will do. We started sending. Bhakti had asked, without knowing that they turned Islamic, she had asked, is it okay if I send you some Kirtans? She said, yes, you can send. And so she started sending. And then what happened just yesterday, I told to the mother, because she, why they became like this, why they didn't become Hindu. So I told, see, it's your fault also. You should have given them the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita up to the 10 years till you were there. See, you were feeding them. That alone is not enough. I texted. See, when you say only giving them food is not enough, you have to give Bhagavad Gita. Now, what we tell in what tone, that the other person does not understand. She put a question back to me. She got very offended. She put a question back to me saying, why couldn't you teach Bhagavad Gita? You feeding them in restaurant is not enough. She put, because we took them to ISKCON restaurant and fed them nice prasadam, because they don't eat so many things. So we try to feed them as many things after making them chant. But how many days? Only 2 days we took them out. Then we left the country. Now I felt, see, is it right on her part to speak rudely to me like fighting? No. What is she going to get if she fights? Krishna will take Krishna Bhakti away from her, because I am trying to give her time at the cost of my Bhagavatam reading. and I am keeping her in my heart, and I'm feeling we could not help. Now we'll see what we can do. But she's morning, evening messaging, please make them Hindu. You go to that country, you stay in that, you get them out of that. Please, you go. I can't go, you go, you go, you go. All three of you go. May Krishna give you a lot of money. She's telling, I said, we are not able to go. We're not going to go. No, you please go now, 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 go now, now, now. She's telling, now what we can do. Now, when she spoke like this, I felt now it's time to say bye. I said, see, your tone of speaking and everything has improved a lot, and I'm very happy. But you having the attitude of finding fault in me, that if you didn't have, your husband would not have left you. Now, for that reason, now Krishna also will not be happy with you. If you are finding fault with the devotee who is genuinely trying to help by giving all her time to you, if you find fault and fight with her for the past, I explained to you what you were supposed to do as a mother, where you failed. But you are finding fault with me now. Who can spend more time with the child, a mother or a teacher? So mother is with the child. I was a teacher. I had my own daughter and I had my own husband to deal with. And my husband would say, don't spend time on the phone much. So now in front of him, how I can give time to your children? And moreover, I don't have the phone number of your children. They didn't have a phone also. And you are with your phone, you will go out to earn your money. And the husband's phone, if I have, there's no use to guide your children. So how you can blame me? But you are having this fault finding nature, and this is going to be very bad for you. It will be sinful for you. So for your protection, out of love, I am blocking you. And I will be praying for you. I love you and I love your innocent daughters. So I will keep praying for your daughters. So I beg all of you also to pray for those two girls and their brother. They're fully, all of them, involved in such kind of act, because father only trained the son to watch pornography. At the age of 10, he wanted the children to stop studies, and these all complaints were coming, and so I was trying to give lessons to the father, and now whatever father wanted happened. So now what is my duty? My duty, I can just pray for them. If I keep talking, she'll say, please, please, please make them in the make them. See, again and again, same instructions coming, which we cannot do. It's a time loss. So talk to such people is a time loss. So now what do? We have to say, by over the phone, no more talks, only from heart we will connect to Krishna. May Krishna help you all. This is our prayers for them. So like this, Krishna gave me guidance to wind up. See, when I wind up with the person is when the person to whom I'm helping from my heart, just because I explained, I was not scolding, I was explaining, see, you also did a mistake, you didn't guide them in childhood, that's all. And that become very big offense. So, and she questioned me back, and I thought now it's time to wind up, because I was feeling I'm losing a lot of time. So when we feel I'm losing a lot of time, Krishna shows me the way to stop it. So like that, I'm saying in Facebook also, now I do not know when Krishna will show me to stop. When something like that, Krishna gives a clue. Krishna gives a clue, where we have to stop, how much is okay, how much is not okay. We keep begging. All we have to do is keep begging Krishna, and Krishna shows the way. This is what I understand. I think this will answer that Mataji who comes with the baby who spoke to me 2 times today. And this may help also that Ankush Prabhuji, this particular experience. And it actually, it will be experience for all devotees, because Krishna physically does not speak, but he indicates very strongly that this is not okay. Immediately we withdraw. That's all. I think this may help. If it didn't help, I'm sorry. Thank you very much.
Mataji,
Hare
I can ask them. I can ask them to hear the recording, because I think they are not there, so they can hear you. They are not there. Chitra Mataji, I don't see, and Ankush Prabhu, I don't see. So I can ask them to see hear the recording of the last part of this class.
If you think it is useful, if you think it is useful for them.
Yes, Mataji. Mataji, I have one personal question. Can I ask?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, so like, my younger daughter these days, what happens is that since the elder daughter is gone and she's presently in Mayapur.
Do you want to stop for personal question? Do you want to stop the recording?
I can do that, Mataji.
Ah.
Stop live streaming.